Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Brooke, or Baby Sims on all of my socials, and today we are building a roller skating rink slash arcade for my save file in Oasis Springs. So this is something I was really excited about building since I started my save file idea, because I just love community lots that you wouldn't think to have type of thing. I just love things that make more things for my Sims to do around the world. And since building this save file, I've built so many things for my Sims to do, and I've built so many at this point in only the 2 worlds that we've done that I'm already basically out of out of time for my Sims to go to all of these lots. So I don't know, I'm having a lot of fun doing it, and I actually was really excited about this lot when I decided to start my save file because I thought it would be a really fun addition, and I just kind of love it, I'm not gonna lie. So in this lot here we have like the roller skating rink inside, but there's also an arcade upstairs, which you will see. And I had no plan for this build at all. I was so stressed because even though I was excited about it for so long, I was thinking about it for a very long time, and I never actually thought of what it was gonna look like or even a plan. So I just kind of loaded up this lot, pressed record, and just built a bunch of boxes, and I put these little like custom column pillar things out because I thought it looked interesting. And in retrospect, I find it was a good choice. I think it looks really good. And I just kind of kept going from there, and I was praying when I was building this year that this was going to be big enough for what I wanted to do, and it was. My only issue that you guys, I didn't playtest this mod, or playtest this build, sorry. So if it doesn't work, let me know and I'll fix it, and I'll hopefully try to re-upload it. Or figure out how to fix it and then tell you, because tomorrow, or today for me, is 3:15 a.m. But the 4th, December 4th is today, and we will be most likely losing the gallery access if you play offline like I do, because of the fact that the patch before for Rent comes out today. So I will be playing offline until all my mods are fixed, so I probably won't have gallery access, and there will still be speed builds, of course. There just won't be on the gallery at the moment because I won't have the new pack for the apartments I'm currently building, and also I won't have the gallery because of the fact that I'm playing it offline. So I very much apologize for that, but I'm very excited about this lot, and it is on the gallery right now, so you guys can grab that and place it in your save if you would like. So yeah, I don't know, I really like the way this one turned out. I tried to put my all into it, and I find that I'm actually kind of getting better at building. I know that I say that a lot, but I think that's a good thing because I'm getting better increasingly more and more that I build, which obviously that's what happens when you do things. But I don't know, I feel like I like all of the builds I've made lately, and you can probably attest to that if you watch my channel, because every single video I'm saying like, oh, this is my favorite I've done, and I'm probably gonna say it with this one because I really like this build as well. So I'm having so much fun building my save file, and I know you guys know that. What was I gonna say beforehand? Right, so I didn't playtest this, and I did put the skating rink up on just one arrow up platform, and I put it on, but it is kind of a tight squeeze. So if you go here and your Sims are unable to get onto the roller rink, just move the platform down, like put it back down to the ground level, and it should work just fine. I didn't know if that was going to work, and I meant to playtest it, but then I got busy with some other stuff, and I completely forgot to playtest this lot. So I'm very sorry that I didn't do that. But yeah, so how are you guys? Have you guys been following the Sims team on the new pack? Are you guys excited for the new pack, first of all? Because I am so excited for this new pack. You have no idea, and I'm really sad about the fact that I have to play offline for a little bit because of the mods being broken, because I want nothing more than to play with that pack. And I'm worried about my mods. Since this is a big one, I'm worried that a lot of them are not going to get updated very fast, and I'll have to wait a long time, which, by the way, not a big deal. I know modders are people too. They have lives of their own, totally fine. I'm just saying from a player standpoint, they probably will get updated pretty fast. They usually are pretty quick with them. I'm just hoping that they are, just so I can play with the pack sooner, because I'm super excited for that. And I'm still building my stuff for it. I'm building, well, I finished townhouses. I'm sorry, I keep saying I'm aware I'm aware, I can't stop. I started building an apartment complex a bit ago. There it is again. I started building one, and I really like it. It's just not finished yet, and I decided when I was looking at it through Wondershare, which is the editing software I use, that it's probably gonna have to be 3 different videos, because listen, the building of the exterior and then the first 2 apartments furnished together is an hour-and-a-half long video sped up a ton. So I'm gonna have to probably split up these videos because we still have 5 more apartments to go in that at that point. So I'm gonna have to definitely split it up into different parts, which I hope you guys are okay with. I know that it's probably not ideal because you probably want to just watch them all in one video, but that's, unless you want to watch like a 3-hour long video, it's just not gonna work. Which, me personally, I watch 3-hour long videos, but I know a lot of people don't have the attention span or just don't have the time to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna split it up into 3 different parts. But I also built some townhouses right next door to the apartment complex. Both are in Del Sol. That's all I've done. But there's gonna be a lot more apartments. I've kind of went through all of my plans for the save file. Before I started my save file, I took a screenshot of all the empty worlds, like once they were emptied from Seriously Sims save file, and I went into like Photoshop and I just wrote down what I want each lot to be. So I kind of redid that the other day, and I wrote down where I want all the apartment complexes to go. And there's gonna be like one mostly in every world of some sort. It won't be an apartment complex. Maybe some will be duplexes or townhouses or an apartment, but there's gonna be some form of the new pack in every world as best as I can. Because I'm really excited about this, and it's something I've been wanting for so long. Because as someone who, and if you're not new here, I'm so sorry because I've said this in every single video I've ever made, but as somebody who's played in the same save and only that one save since the Sims 4 release, and since, of course, obviously City Living's release, there is not an apartment I haven't played in, and I mean that so seriously. Like, I've played in every single apartment in City Living, and I've also played in every single Evergreen Harbor apartment. So I just simply need new ones, and I'm so glad, honestly, that they're not just giving us another apartment pack where there's like 2-3 apartment buildings like Evergreen Harbor, or I mean, what was that pack called again? Eco Living. I'm happy we're kind of not getting another one of those where it's just kind of like a world that has apartments in it that you can live in, because now we can build them anywhere, even in the worlds that already exist. And I'm super excited about that, because now we can just do whatever really we want to do, and we can have your Sims live in any world, but they don't have to live in like a house. Because I know for me, in real life, almost everybody lives in apartments, right? Like, I bet a lot of you watching this live in an apartment, or have lived in an apartment, or your family members, you know what I mean? They're very common. So I just think that this feature is long overdue and very exciting, and I'm very excited to use it, because my Sims, like for example, when they first graduate university, because all my Sims usually go to university if it fits them, which usually it does, I usually like to make them live in an apartment after, because not everybody is rich enough to just buy their first home at like 19. So they tend to move into like a city living apartment in the Spice District, and as they make more money, they'll either keep saving for like a family home type of thing, or they'll move into a bigger apartment in the city or something like that. So I'm so excited for the ability to build more apartments, because say your Sim was born in like Brindleton Bay like mine were, and they go to college and they want to live in Brindleton Bay, but you want to live in an apartment, you don't have to like move to the city anymore. You can just live in like a townhouse in Brindleton Bay, which I am planning on making. So I'm really excited about that, and I just honestly cannot wait. I know I've said that a million times, but I can't wait for the new pack. I'm so excited for it. But now that we're in the inside, I want to talk a little bit about the build, because I wanted to go so crazy with this. Okay, I wanted to go like retro, like kind of like the 50s, not 50s, like 80s style roller rinks. But I had to tone it down. I'm sorry, I am a minimalist. I really hate extravagant colors and decorations and builds, and I'm trying to kind of get over that. But this one I just couldn't do it. So I settled with this like light blue / whitish carpet everywhere, and I think that is a bold choice in my opinion. It's nothing to you guys probably, but for me it took a lot to just not make this like white wood. but I figured carpet would fit best in here, and I added this big long thing of the Dream Home Decorator cubby holes, and then I added a bunch of shoes also from Dream Home Decorator to signify that people are like leaving their shoes there to put the skates on, obviously. And I put these spa day cabinets there. They're actually kitchen cabinets, but the large size, as the office space there, or the check-in desk space is like their, I don't know, maybe their file cabinets and waivers, or maybe just more shoes and coats that people left or something like that. And back here I put some file cabinets, as I said before, probably for like waivers, so you have to sign when you come in, you know, the whole like, you might die and that's not our problem, or you might lose an object, that's also not our problem type of thing like that you have to sign when you go to places like this. And just some computers to probably check you in and to pay. And I add these little lines in between each desk just to signify like a queue kind of for each person. And I just cluttered the little table here. If I talk mostly about the build during this whole video, I apologize. I have nothing to talk about. I'm sorry. But I added these little arrows, which my boyfriend was in here when I was making these arrows, and he got mad at me for that middle one not being centered right with the rest of them. So I do end up fixing that right here when he pointed it out. But I added those little arrows because when you come in, you probably won't know. You have to turn and go to the check-in desk. So I add those little arrows on the floor for you to follow, so that your Sims can, well, you can't actually, but to check in, sign the waivers, all of that stuff. And I added more of these cubbies there, and then I was going to put lockers here to put like your maybe like your coat and your backpack and your purse and stuff like that in. But I end up using these growing together lockers that came at the recreation centers, rec centers, how about that, and put them around instead because they actually function as lockers. So I found that pretty good. I also added a little bit of cafeteria space here, so we have the fast food stall which sells burgers and hot dogs, and then next to it I put a cupcake / dessert stand, so you can get like cupcakes or whatever there, and I think that was pretty cool. And I think you can also get cake and different things like that. And I just put some tables around because what else are you gonna put in this little hallway looking space around the whole rink? So I just put some tables around so you can sit and talk after maybe you have skated for an hour. And then I don't know if you guys have these where you live, but where we live we have trampoline parks. Where I live, sorry, we have trampoline parks, and ours is called like, actually I'm not gonna say that, but either way, we have trampoline parks, and when you go in you have to sign in, give them like pay right away, and you tell them how long you want to jump on the trampolines for. So it might be like an hour, 2 hours, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, something like that. And you give them a time and then you pay according to that. And I think that's what you have to do here. Like, I think you go in, you check in for maybe you want to skate for 1 hour. And then you can skate for an hour. So when you're done, but you don't want to leave yet, maybe you can come here and get food, and you can sit here at the table with your family and just eat your little snacks or whatever. And also the arcade is open whenever too. So it's not like once your hour is up, it's like, all right, get out of the building. It's just, you can't skate anymore unless you go back to the counter and pay for another hour. Which obviously you don't have to play that way, but I like realism, so that's probably what I'm gonna do. So I don't know, I just enjoyed that. And then here comes kind of the fun part. I decorated this place. I put LED lights everywhere because as I was building this, I was like, it's too bright in here. We need that retro vibe. We're gonna need some like neon lights around here. So I made like every color almost. I just put these here and I made them purple, and I set the overhead lights to pink, and then I ended up putting more LED lights over here, and I'm pretty sure I set them to purple as well. I think actually on the left wall there I made them blue. It just doesn't look that way. I made the sign red and then these red over here. I tried to really go all out, and I actually put wallpaper on early on, which I usually do at the end of my builds. So apologies if you thought it was over, but I put this little fun high school years pink, yellow, and blue one because it just matched my vibes I was going for. I was gonna put these lamps around, decided against it, and I was trying to look for one that maybe looked good. None of them did, so I just got rid of it. But I think this is so fun. I think that you come here, it gives like a lot of realism too, like the whole wavering. Obviously that's not actually gonna happen, but I think it's a fun thing for your gameplay. And I did add these little chevron arrow flooring carpet here, because if you weren't confused enough about the arrows on the floor, now you have flooring showing you where to go. So yeah, I had so much fun building this. When I was building this, I was on the phone with my boyfriend and his friend. Yes, my boyfriend lives in the same house, but our office is in a different room, and we want to talk to a friend all together. So anyway, we were all talking, and I was kind of running ideas past them and sending them screenshots, and they were giving their input. So I did put a TV there. I don't think in the game obviously it would show like actual channels, but in real life I think that would just show timers basically. Like not timers, maybe it would just show like commercials or something for the place, and like, you know, sometimes you go to a public place and it shows like their menu on the TV screen that you scan with QR code, or maybe it will show like ads for the place. I don't know. I feel like they would do that. And then up here is actually the arcade. And since I made the lot type of bar, I had to put a bar up here. So your adult Sims can order a drink up here if they want to. It's not like I made this place 19 plus. It's not. You can't do that in Sims anyway. Well, I guess you can if you have base mental. But either way, I don't think that it would be in real life either. I think it's just like a, almost like a juice bar type of thing. Like, I didn't think about it that much. I was just like, well, you can order alcohol if you're over 19, 18, whatever, 21, wherever it is where you guys are. But I think they would also probably sell like kids drinks too, but not in the Sims. But in real life they probably would. They do sell, I guess, waters, protein shakes, and pop or soda, you guys call it. But I did add just a couple of these arcade machines, 2 little tables to sit at, and the speakers I'm putting around are actually retro music, because you know, you know, it just had to be that way. So I'm putting the wallpaper around, and I'm just kind of looking around and decorating a little bit. And there even is a back patio spot. So back here, I just put the trash cans here. I just put like a dumpster and some trash cans. And then the rest of this grassed in area, well, I make half at a patio, but this is actually like another food stand, and it's called Bites Around the World or something. So I actually don't know what that one serves, but I just put some more tables around for your Sims to eat outside if they want to. And then on the grassy part, I put a little playground with some swings, toddler slides, and a monkey bar. So really all ages can just have fun here. You can bring any single type of Sim here and they will probably have fun, and I'm so excited to play this in my own gameplay. So yeah, but we are getting close to the end of this video. I think I'm just adding some last minute little details, just some drinks on the wall and lights around the build, because I looked at it in nighttime and it was really dark, so I figured why not add some lights around the back. And I put these string lights back there, and you guys know, if you watch my community lots, you just know I'm obsessed with them. So yeah, but either way, we are basically at the end of this video, so I'm gonna thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys like this, leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for more speed builds and this save file, because that's all I'm doing on this channel now. And yeah, I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye.